Hey guys! So if you are subscribed to Birchbox too, then you probably know about Birchbox points, which you get by filling out little multiple choice surveys on the products that you sample from your monthly boxes. And you can also get points from referring friends to Birchbox, and you can also get points each time you make a full-size order from the Birchbox shop. And these points can be used towards full-size items in the shop, and I think the points only last for about a year. I'm pretty sure they expire after a year, so you do have to use them in somewhat of a timely manner. So what I did is I saved up my points for about half the year, and then I waited until Birchbox was doing one of their 20% off sales, which is just a promo code that they email out to you for 20% off in the Birchbox shop, which I did tweet about over on Twitter. So I was able to get a few full-size items using my points plus the 20% off discount, and I only ended up spending something like, I don't know, maybe $10 or $15 total. And these are really high-quality items, in my opinion at least, so I think it's a really good deal. And I really feel like the point system is something that sets Birchbox apart, because sometimes you may not really love your samples, but then by filling out surveys, you're both able to give them feedback about the samples, and then you're also able to get points towards full-size items. So anyway, when I received the box, this is how it looked. It's like, it has the Birchbox symbol, but it is a white box. This is actually a product that I tried a long time ago. I think a year and a half ago I got a sample of this in a Birchbox, because I did get just one Birchbox by itself about a year and a half ago. I think when I first started on YouTube, I got one Birchbox, and I took the video down because it was just horrible. I did put an unboxing video up, and it was really just awful, so I think I got embarrassed and took it down. But if you guys are on YouTube, you understand how it is when you first start out. It's just so awkward, and you feel like your videos are just terrible. Anyway, I did get this about a year and a half ago. It's this OROFLUIDO hair elixir, and it's basically just a hair serum, and the main ingredient is argan oil, which I know is really big these days. It's in a lot of hair products and even skin products and stuff. So here's how the bottle looks. I know some people say that they order the full size of this and it does leak, but mine did not leak at all. It's completely dry, and I thought it's a pretty nice size bottle. It's a pretty expensive product, but considering the size of this hair oil and considering the fact that I'll only be using a tiny little bit each time I use it, what I usually do with hair oils is just take a tiny little bit into the palm of my hand and then rub until my hands look shiny, and then just work it through my hair, either wet or dry. And this one I've actually used both wet and dry. The little sample that I got before, I used it twice. I used it wet and dry, and I really liked the effect both times. I thought it just left my hair looking healthy and shiny, but not like oily or weighed down or anything like that. And it does actually have a scent. It's basically just a vanilla scent, but it smells kind of strong in the bottle, but once you've worked it into your hair and let it dry, then it's not really that strong of a scent, so it won't really compete with other scents that you may have on. The next item I got is actually something that I haven't ever tried before, but I do know that I really like Watkins products, and I really like the idea of a minty scented foot salve, because my feet are usually stinky. I don't know about you guys, but my feet are pretty much always smelling bad, and so this one has a peppermint scent to it, and it's also a foot repair salve, so if you have sort of like dry, cracked feet, then it helps a lot with that. And especially with sandals weather coming up, you know, you don't really want to have gross, dry, cracked feet, so I thought that this would be great. And it comes in this little tin, and here's how it looks. Oh yeah, it smells very minty. It basically smells like a tin of Altoids mints. Yeah, it's a strong scent, but it looks good. And I think this will last a long time because it's a very thick, sort of waxy substance. So I'm putting some on my feet right now. Okay, so far so good. Now this product is actually something that I was really surprised at how much I liked it, because usually I'm disappointed by high-end foundations, so I'm really more of like a drugstore foundation kind of girl. I did kind of break the trend a little bit by getting Skin 79 BB cream, but even that is not really high-end because it's still pretty affordable. So I do normally feel disappointed by high-end, expensive face products and foundations and whatever, but when I received a sample of this in my Birchbox, I really liked it a lot. And it's the Dr. Jart Black Label Detox BB Beauty Balm. And I think I mentioned on my blog, this name makes me think of some kind of illegal sweat lodge or something. Like, what is Black Label Detox? It's just, it sounds, it's a little weird. Basically what it is a BB cream, and BB creams are kind of like tinted moisturizers. So all of that name is not really necessary, but it is a really great product. I'm really happy with this, and I did find it to be somewhat similar to Skin 79's BB cream, but it is a touch darker, which is perfect for the summer. And I also really like the packaging, because it allows you to just pump the product out, which is very sanitary. And then it's also got SPF 25, so that's also really great for the summer. And I like the consistency of it. Let me get some out of my hand. So the formula, when it comes out, it's a little watery, but when you smooth it into your skin, I just feel like the color is really natural. It does a great job of basically blurring imperfections without being heavy or cakey or anything like that. And I do feel like it is a good match for my skin tone. It's like a touch too dark, but that will actually be perfect for the summer. So I did have to go ahead and get a bottle of this, but with my Birchbox points and with the 20% off, it made it pretty reasonable. So I do recommend this product, but since it is pretty expensive, I think the regular price is something like $35, I want to say. It is, however, it's 1.5 fluid ounces, and I know a lot of foundations will sometimes only be 1 ounce, so you do get a little bit more product here in this bottle, but it is still pretty pricey, so I would recommend just first going into the store, like going into Sephora, and just trying a little bit out. Usually if you ask them, they will give you a little sample of a product in like a little sample container, so you can at least just go home, put it on your face, and just make sure that it matches and that it's not breaking you out and that you like the way it feels and looks. And then you can go ahead and purchase the full size if you really like it. And then even after you purchase the full size, don't forget that you can return it if you change your mind. So that's pretty good, and it makes it a little bit less scary to splurge on a higher end product. So that was my Birchbox haul, and yes, it is only 3 items, but I didn't really want to spend much more than what I had in Birchbox points, and since pretty much everything in the Birchbox shop is high-end, your points aren't really going to go too far, but I still do really like the fact that you can use your Birchbox points to pick up some full-size items just from filling out little surveys or from recommending Birchbox to your friends, and I think you actually also get points every time you get a box. So you automatically get, I think, 10 points just for each box, and then the additional points for the surveys and whatever. So I think it ends up being really not that bad of a deal. So I am really happy with these 3, and especially these 2, since I already know that I love them. And I'm definitely also going to be giving this a try and seeing how it works out. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know down in the comments if you guys have purchased anything with Birchbox points, or if you've been saving your points up to purchase anything in particular. I know that can be pretty fun to save up your points and to be having some sort of favorite product in mind to use your points on. Have a good day, guys. Bye!